This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. I've got 3 movies that I am watching tonight, and I just wanted to say hi and tell you about those 3 movies. 3 vampire films I am watching tonight. 3 vampire films that I really enjoy. So let's get to it. First up is Crypt of the Living Dead, also goes by the name Hannah, Queen of the Vampires, or I've even seen it called Young Hannah. It's from 1973. It's got Andrew Prine and Patty Shepard in it. Patty Shepard, you may remember from Paul Naschy's The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman. She's the Vampire Woman. She plays Wandesa Darvila Daynadesti, Satan's favorite mistress. She was also in The Witch's Mountain and that other Paul Naschy werewolf film, Assignment Terror. She's got a real short haircut in that one, but she's in those. This is a fun movie. It's also got, what's his name? The guy from the House of Usher with Vincent Price. Mark Damon. Yeah, he is also in The Devil's Wedding Night. But he's in this also. Mark Damon. Crypt of the Living Dead. This is a fun film. Basically, Andrew Prine goes to this small, Greek village, the small fishing village, to recover his father's dead remains, and this vampire is on the loose. And Patty Shepard is on the island. I won't ruin it for you. It's a fun movie. It's a fun 70s vampire film. It's a good time. Good Halloween movie. This one's fun too. Grave of the Vampire. This one's from 1972 with William Smith and Michael Pataki. William Smith he's like this great big dude that played villains a lot. He played the heavy in a lot of things. He's probably most famous for playing young Conan's dad in the Schwarzenegger Conan film. He tells young Conan about the riddle of steel. Anyway, he stars in this, and this Grave of the Vampire is a good movie. What's his name? Michael Pataki, the vampire. The vampire is supposed to play William Smith's dad, but William Smith is obviously older than the vampire when this thing was made. You're just kind of like, what? But it doesn't matter. It's schlocky 70s drive-in horror movie fun. Grave of the Vampire. Very cool. And Pataki is just this slimy, sleazy type of vampire. He just oozes sleaze. Like you could see him selling you a 73 Buick. He's just very slimy. He played the sheriff in The Bat People. That movie, The Bat People. He plays the really sleazy sheriff. He's got that sleazy role down pat. So in this one, he plays the vampire. And this is an enjoyable time. Last but not least, hang on. Last, but speaking of slimy and sleazy, Count Yorga, Vampire. So sleazy. Robert Quarry corners the market on sleazy. Count Yorga is a fun time. And the sleaziness works towards the movie's favor. Corey just seems so stuck up and full of himself, and just stuck up and full of himself, and just like a big blowhard, and just like a slimy sort of hoity-toity character. And it translates good into the vampire role. And this Count Yorga film has a sequel to it. And then he made a third vampire film that isn't really related to the two Count Yorga films, but it's kind of related to it just because he plays such a similar character. It's called The Death Master. I have a bootleg copy of it, but it's fun. It's a weird mishmash of shit, The Death Master is, because it's like vampire film meets hippie film, and then there's like a hippie that does kung fu, and there's a biker gang. It's like they were trying to throw in all the tropes from all the different drive-in, grindhouse trends at the time, and it all falls into this one movie. They're like, biker gangs are popular. Oh, what about that kung fu? Yeah, throw that in too. And then it's a vampire film, and there's hippies and free love, and it's a mess, but it's a fun mess. And it's called The Death Master. But Count Yorga, this movie's way better. Matter of fact, I just ordered I have a Blu-ray set coming of Count Yorga and The Return of Count Yorga Part 2 from Arrow. Arrow is releasing a nice Blu-ray box set of the two films, and that's supposed to be released October 25th, so like next week that'll show up, so I'll have to show that off when it comes. Matter of fact, thinking about it now, I shouldn't even be fucking talking about this. I should have just waited for that movie to come in, but yeah, it shows you guys I don't plan this stuff. We're just hanging out talking about monsters, just me and you. So if you see me talking about that shit a week from now, just pretend we didn't talk about it, okay? But yeah, Count Yorga is a fun time, and Robert Quarry is just like this stuck-up, sleazy vampire who's full of himself. He plays pretty much the same sleazy, stuck-up, racist version of himself on the movie Sugar Hill, and then he was in the Dr. Phibes Returns, the sequel to The Abominable Dr. Phibes. He was in the sequel to that, and he's pretty much just a stuck-up, hoity-toity, my shit doesn't stink type of character in that also. I don't think I don't think his acting was falling too far from the mark of who he was. At least, that's the impression I get, because he's pretty much that same fucked up character in every movie. It's just in this one he's got teeth. But, like I said, it does work to his advantage in this movie, because the character, Count Yorga, is really cool. He's like this, he's very aloof and stuck up and full of himself. But it works. And Count Yorga, when he monsters up, all his teeth are fangs. Like, all of his teeth are sharp, not just the two canines like you normally see vampires with. It's just a whole mouth full of sharp teeth. He looks like a shark. It's very cool. There's a scene where he's like running at them in slow motion. It's very creepy. It's very eerie. I like it a lot. But I don't even remember when I got this copy of it. This is a nice Blu-ray, but the Arrow one will blow it away. I'm looking forward to that coming out. So those are the three movies that me and Thor are going to be watching tonight. Thor! Yeah, he's laying down. those are the 3 movies we're going to be checking out tonight. Somebody asked me a question about the big creature from the Black Lagoon figure I had in the beginning of one of my other videos. That's this monster. So this is a big 2-foot tall creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a great big vinyl figure. It's very cool, and he's very chibi looking, very cute, squishy, squished down fat version of him. Got these big old feet. This was made by Amok Time Toys. You know, the website Amok Time, they have their own line of figures. I believe they call it Monstars. Yeah, Monstars, I think is the way they spell it. Monstars. But that's what this guy is from. It's a big old toy too. These big webbed hands. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Anyway, that's the creature. These are kind of hard to come by now. I had the box for a long time, but the glue they used on it kind of sucked, and the box just sort of fell apart. And I'm not a big box guy anyway, so I no longer have the box, but still have the Gill Man. Anyway, I have a couple videos that I am planning on putting out this weekend. Toy-related stuff. And on Sunday, we might have another Halloween record that we'll listen to. Anyway, I just wanted to stop back by and say hi and show you what I was watching. So, I will get to it, and I hope you guys have a good weekend, and please come back and check out the other stuff that we can talk about. Some cool monster toys. Okay, guys, take it easy, and happy Halloween.